When you've been given your assignment brief with an end date, one of the first things you should do is a Gantt chart. A Gantt chart is commonly used in project management. It is one of the most popular and useful ways of showing activities displayed against time. On the left of the chart is a list of the activities, and along the top is a suitable timescale. Each activity is represented by a bar. The position and the length of the bar reflects the start date, duration and end date of the activity. This allows you to see at a glance what the various activities are, when each activity begins and ends, how long each activity is scheduled to last, where activities overlap with each other and by how much, also the start and end date of the whole project. So this is the Gantt chart that we use on the course. So depending on how many weeks will depend on your assignment brief. So we're just going to look at a 10-week example. Now this is the Gantt chart fully filled in. Now we're going to break this down and look at each of the three sections. There's a section for pre-production, production, which is the shooting part, and the post-production. For pre-production, this is where you'll come up with your ideas, you'll write your script, you'll do your storyboard, your shot lists, and you'll do all your production management documents. Now this will be the first thing you will do on your assignment brief. Looking at this in more detail, you would expect to spend about 4 weeks for a 10-week project in order to come up with your ideas and create all these documents. Now you don't have a lot of time to come up with your ideas, so here we have 1 day to come up with the main idea, and you'll spend a couple of weeks writing your script and doing your storyboards. And in this time you must find all your cast, you must find all your crew, and you must find your locations and get all your production documents finished and filled in, ready to move on to the next stage, which will be the shooting of your film. For the production, you're probably only going to have 1 day to film, so if you're doing it quite low budget with 1 location, maybe 1 or 2 characters, you only really need 1 day. You could also give yourself a day for reshoots later on, so during the editing process, if you realise you've missed some shots or you need to go and do some stuff again, you should have a reshoot day planned, because that's what big budget films do. They always go back and reshoot for a few days, or if not longer. Now for the post-production, you're probably going to spend a good 3 weeks editing your film. So this is where you'll need to edit any special effects, you need to get your music, you need to find your audio, you might possibly do some test screenings. So based on those test screenings, you might go back and do some re-editing, or based on those test screenings, you might need to go back and reshoot some stuff. You just don't know. So I'm also going to need at least a day to render, depending on how quick your computer is or how fast and powerful it is. In the description below, you will find links to other videos showing you how to do other things in the video production process.